What are protected persons in the Geneva Conventions? Imagine a world where, even in times of war, certain individuals are granted special protections to keep them safe from harm. That's the core idea behind protected persons in the Geneva Conventions. These are people who, because of their situation, are entitled to specific rights and safeguards during armed conflicts. The Geneva Conventions, which are part of the foundations of international humanitarian law, set the rules for how wars should be fought and how people should be treated. They mainly focus on protecting those who are not fighting or are no longer able to fight. Protected persons include several groups. First, there are prisoners of war who are combatants captured by the enemy. They must be treated humanely, with respect for their dignity, and are protected from violence, torture, or public curiosity. Then there are wounded and sick members of armed forces. These individuals, whether injured on land or at sea, must receive medical care without discrimination. They are protected even if they are no longer actively fighting. Civilians who find themselves under the control of an opposing party are also protected. This includes people in occupied territories or enemy-controlled areas. However, if a civilian is a national of a neutral or co-belligerent country, they might not be protected if their own government maintains diplomatic relations with the controlling power. Medical and religious personnel are also protected because they perform humanitarian duties. They are allowed to carry out their work without interference or harm. Other groups that enjoy protection include civil defense workers, envoys, and those tasked with safeguarding cultural property. The Fourth Geneva Convention specifically focuses on protecting civilians during times of war, especially those in the hands of an adverse party. It guarantees humane treatment, respect for their person and honor, and prohibits torture or cruel treatment. These rules aim to reduce suffering and uphold human dignity during conflicts. In addition, the 1977 additional protocols extend protections to people involved in non-international armed conflicts, like civil wars. Overall, the idea is to ensure that, even amid chaos, certain individuals are shielded from violence, abuse, and deprivation. Protecting these persons is a key part of the laws of armed conflict, helping to preserve human dignity and limit the horrors of war.